Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Tennessee's offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Dickey. He's right on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Just ran over him. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not going to risk a return here, calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So Wake Forest offense will take the field for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this corner...
He's got it down the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Best. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll try to pop the draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. On third down, going up top. That's caught. It's Hicks. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Dickey. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way. A first down for the offense. Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, wait! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. To throw, it's Dickey. Getting some heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Going to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Keeps it going. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Best. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Brings it down on the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Dickey. They're bringing, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. On the move. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Feeling some heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward. After
they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Fox. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. A little screen to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
To the air, it's Dickey. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room into the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Dropping back, it's Best. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice hit.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Offense getting set for 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the middle.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some 1st downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good...
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he got loose. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And defense gets the ball back for its own. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Gives it to the back on the draw. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Best. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Good right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. A dominant win The kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Now, Demon. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown Vols! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right up to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Hicks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.